But I want to show you Newsbank, some of the stuff in Gale, and then the stuff we've identified as genealogy research. I don't know if any of you have ever looked at Newsbank, but you might find some interesting things. Now this will take a little while to load because, again, newspapers, a lot of content. I purposely picked up this file. This is America's historical newspapers from 1690 to 2000. And for those of you who know me, I like to do a lot of Underground Railroad research, so I buy a lot of these databases pretty much for my own use. You know, I can justify that, you know, why have other people doing research using them? They kind of give you a little quick, you know, highlights of things here, but what you're going to want to do is you're going to go to the advanced search features up here. In advanced search, you're going to get some tabs across the top here. You've got datas and eras here. This is the more popular stuff. But then you get places of publication and newspaper titles. So let's take a look at places of publications. Because what you're going to want to take a look at is you're going to want to look at the stuff, I'm going to hope, for Pennsylvania, because that's what we're going to take a look at. So you see here on the left side a list of all the states. And when you get down here to Pennsylvania, you're going to see Pennsylvania has 110 titles in here. So there's 110 titles for Pennsylvania, newspapers in here. So we're going to click on Pennsylvania, give it a second to come up, and here they are. These are listed by city. You can pick any of these titles at the top and it will resort that list. So for instance, if you wanted publication date, sometimes you want to look for something, I'm going to see what the earliest newspaper here is. You can sort by publication date and it'll resort this list. But you'll see that it's got just about every county represented here. Of course, there's no Cambria because, again, somebody bought the rights to most of the Cambria papers. But as you go through this list, you'll be able to see all the Pennsylvania papers. A lot from Philadelphia, and a lot of the Philadelphia ones, of course, are early. You know, they're the early 1700s, depending on. You'll see foreign language newspapers. There's a lot of German newspapers in here. There's a lot of Italian newspapers in here. You'll see, like I said, a lot of Philadelphia, more Philadelphia. Then you're going to get down here. You see Reading, Washington, Westchester, Wilkes-Barre. So there's a lot of newspapers in here. So let's take a look at, for instance, the United States Gazette. This is from 1804 to 1807. You could pick a date. It shows you here on this calendar, here's the years. This shows you the issue. So if you had a specific issue you want to look at, you could just go to that issue. So let's see what was happening on September 1st, 1804 in this newspaper. So here's what you get. You actually get the United States Gazette. You get a visual copy of it. You can see over here it's 4 pages long. You can click on any of those pages. You can enlarge this. There's a little zoom function up here. You can enlarge and enlarge and enlarge. What is the biggest advantage of digital papers? This is all keyword searchable. So you don't have to read the newspaper. You can search for a word or a name. This is why people were so excited about getting newspapers. You know, I told you the story this morning. I had to sit and look through the Democrat in 1903, page by page, because it isn't digitized. These are keyword searchable. You can actually go in and just search for a word. So you can browse issues. Like I said, you can enlarge them if you want. Let me back up here. Let me show you how to actually do a keyword search. And as I said, see where it says search news here at the top? I'm going to put it, I don't know, what would be a good word for back then? Lumber. Seemed to talk about lumber a lot in the 1800s. It brings up every newspaper, and it shows you, we got 32 pages, and somewhere in all these is the word lumber. You can see view the article. It tells you this was an opinion. These are all news opinions. This was an advertisement. This was shipping news. But you can go in here and click on the full article or view the full page. So if you just want to see the article where lumber was, if you click this on, it's going to bring up, there's lumber. So there's where lumber appeared in this issue of this newspaper. Very convenient for searching for names, okay? Now you've got to remember, when you get back further, spellings become interesting. You know, when you're back in this day, you're looking at, you know, if your last name was Guest, G-U-E-S-S, you might get a G-U-E-F, because the printer, the F is the double S. So there's, you know, some things you have to, like, don't get discouraged right away when you get back pretty far, because spelling can sometimes be like cargoes. You know, you get different, sometimes you'll get the British spelling, you know, of words. But this is historical newspapers.